more than 60 handbags. Do you want to see some of what I've kept? Full disclosure, somewhere in the Hamptons. Okay, this is a Firkin, a Walmart Birkin. Kept that. Added a strap. This is an Hermes pink bag. I was going to get rid of it, but people told me to keep it. That red one. That white guy. That was a gift from Babe when their lip mask sold out. That's a bubblegum, good pink Channel bag. These are just, that's iconic. Those were a gift from the designer, Fernando. That I got myself for my birthday when I took everyone to Atlantic City. That I like for Aspen trips. And that guy I bought when I was on my trip with Bryn. It just was like a classic, and it just felt like a bag that a mom would buy in France. I think this bag was $20. I think it's really pretty. I think this bag was like $14. I think it's adorable. That's creative and unique. That's mushy, and I like that silhouette. In fairness, I haven't worn that yet. These are like newer ones that have, I can't say they made the cut. They're like newer, all these. You know what I mean? They were from Handbag University, but they're in here. These are Dolce. I have more of these in another home, but these are like, I just love this. I bought this in Italy. This also has like an Italy vibe. These are fun and creative. Okay, I've got a couple of these. This is like is Berenia leather. So it's like, see how it's scratchy and saddly? It's like classic, iconic Hermes. And then there are some back here. One was a gift in the back for a 50th birthday. A classic. I find that fun. A man who habitually carries his wife's purse secretly wants one for himself. You cut a watermelon. I bought all the tools, etc. This was supposed to be a mini watermelon, and I think I'm gonna get a lawyer because I took this watermelon to the Hamptons and I was scared of it. I couldn't do it, and now it's at home. And a lot of you said that there's so much bacteria or problems with the cut up watermelon. That's over now, and that is expensive. Shit, that was worth it. Oh, look at this surprise party. All right, but I love watermelon. I know it's not the season. Sue me. I want watermelon. I crave it. I think about it. And this is, yeah, let's make sure that, so the problem is if you turn it over now, the other side can be slippery. Make sure your knives are always sharpened. We'll do that. I have a sharpener here. Let's see. I don't do that. I just, hold on. Shit. Okay. You're going to be like, you're a sociopath for cutting it that way, but this is how I cut it. Okay, I cut it like this. I like big squares. I hate when someone cuts it and it's like little non-uniform pieces. It ruins it. So I go like that. And then of course the end ones aren't even. If I were doing like serving it for other people, I'd cut off the ends to make those like squares too. But I want this to be like this. That's what I like. I know it's not in season, but like somewhere it is, because this watermelon didn't grow in an elevator. Because I also don't want to get sued. I believe you should cut a watermelon like this. Once you have a flat side, put the watermelon down. It's going to be safer, okay? Zucchini noodles. We're not saying zoodles, because we're not 3. My daughter's been away, and this is going to be dinner. She requested it, and I've been in pajamas all weekend. Rundown does not describe what I am. Hit by a train is what I feel like. It's actually organic ground chicken. I am on an organic and non-toxic pan journey. The flaw is zucchini holds so much water that you need to get any excess water out. It needs to be as dry as possible. You don't want like watery sauce, you know? Just gonna mince some onions so small, they barely exist. Just add our onions, garlic. Let's do some sea salt and pepper. Olive oil. A little Calabrian chili oil. At your own risk. Our dry zucchini noodles. I do them now before the sauce, the tomato sauce, because I want them to like really absorb the flavor, dry out a little, and not be like just like in soupy tomato sauce. Doing this, figuring this out as I go, but I know it's the right move. But I forgot to show you, that's all the water from zucchini. Okay, so now everyone's playing together. I just added more salt and pepper. I would reduce it, cover it, simmer it so all the flavors really incorporate. It's very good so far, delicious. This is better than I thought it was gonna be, and I thought it was gonna be decent. That was like 1 container of chicken and 1.5 cups of tomato sauce. You don't need to over sauce it because the zucchini water, shut up. And I'm gonna do parm, but I think feta would be really good in this too. Bryn, the boss, gave it the thumbs up. She said it's very good. Many of you are on Crazy Rich Asian Talk and are saying that you like watching wealthy people well. And then many of you are saying wealth whispers. So while I know there is an allure to people who are extremely wealthy, just casually flexing tens of thousands of hundreds of millions of dollars of luxury goods a day, even if it's done in a subtle, classy way, isn't it by definition just not subtle and not classy? Isn't it cringy? Even if it's in a beautiful package, like, isn't it just cringe? Or it is cringe, but you're liking the cringe, and the cringe is delivered in an elegant package. Because to me, it doesn't matter if you're trashy new money talking about all these things, or if you are a multi-billionaire who, you know, does it in a subtle way. I really don't think it matters. I think, like, the message, I think that the luxury revolution and the resistance and the Walmart Birkin has been a good thing, particularly for younger women who are impressed by everything from extensions to lashes to weight loss to luxury goods to images that are not realistic in how women should look. So I don't think flaunting of wealth in any scenario is good, no matter how elegant the package. What do you think? Now I'm on Crazy Rich Asian Talk, and there are so many different people. You're all referencing one influencer, but there's this guy who gets dropped off at school in a Rolls Royce. I think his dad is like the most rich man in China, I think. I don't know. I'm now going to be an expert on it. I did see the movie and I did read the book, but it seems like many of you like people who rich right. And is riching right something that Asians do well and Americans don't? Or is it just that you're watching like a quieter culture rich loud? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't think anyone in the US, you would love them riching loud. You liked Nicole Richie, not Nicole Richie, Sophia Richie Rich at her very lavish Hotel du Cap wedding, but because it was like she didn't say much, I think you liked the display of wealth better. It's very confusing and an interesting conversation. And you're the ones who like flagged the Crazy Rich Asian. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. And also you're the ones who flagged the Walmart Birkin. So what an interesting juxtaposition those two concepts are. I've made a decision about something. You're not gonna like it. Maybe some of you will like it. Some of you will like it. I am going to attempt, I always have to wrap it in bubble wrap in case I fail, which is not very like me, but you know, I said I was gonna do weights, but I did do weights today. It just, I haven't done them for weeks, but like, I'm trying to like, that's not even what I'm trying to tell you. I want to start doing weights, but that's not what I was here to tell you. What I came here to tell you is that I want to significantly reduce my cursing. And the thing is, they're just words. But it's what the words now mean. Like, it's like nudity. The reason I didn't care that much about Kanye's wife being nude on a red carpet is because society decided what was inappropriate and appropriate. Like, meaning the word "the" could be a curse in another culture, but here it's not. And a boob could be an elbow in another culture, but here it's not. All right, so that's the rantings of a lunatic. But in this culture, cursing is like not bad, but like if we don't want our kids to do it, then we shouldn't do it. So I'm going to attempt to significantly reduce my cursing. What do you think? I'd like to hear your opinion. Also, I'd like to like try to be on here when I look cute, but we're not starting that right now. I'm not addressing that crowd right now. Here's the thing. You know, I'd like to not always look like a train wreck when I'm on here, or 99% of the time. The thing is, it's not like a laziness thing. It's just like, throw it up. Sometimes you're like, oh, you have something on your face, because I just throw it up. Just throw it up. You know what I mean? I'm not like sitting there be like, let me look. A couple of weeks ago, I had a UTI, and so I have cranberry gummies in the back of one post. Someone's going to be like, does she have a you know, it's like, I just don't think of all that stuff. So thank God I'm not like a person who has crazy things in the background of my house, because I don't really have that. I don't really have skeletons. That's the thing. I don't have skeletons. That's why I'm so like... I stand corrected. Jill and Bobby Zarin's house was not rented, but I do remember there were cars that were. And all of our lifestyles were rented, because everybody who's on the Housewives, for the most part, some version of their life is rented, which is why so many people are incarcerated or bankrupt or in foreclosure or something shady. So yes, in fact, Allie and Jill, who came into my comments to correct something from, I think it was like, 16 years ago. So yes, but the essence of everything I'm saying is from recollection. But no one, including Jill and Alex Van Kempen, the two who talked about high society and being socialites, no one's neighbor was a socialite, much less us. We weren't 4 people down from socialites, okay? So don't get it twisted. And yeah, no one's house or townhouse or apartment was a house of a socialite by any stretch. So, and Andy Cohen used to call me the Greek chorus for describing it as such. Bye. You're welcome. Ramona had the closest house to a socialite because her house was in Southampton, in a good neighborhood. So she was the closest to a socialite. But still, no cigar. We were no shalites. Maybe this will be fun. It's very stupid. I don't know. We've ever really like had dinner together. I've tasted things with you, but this is Motec. So used to be, I think, only like one location, and they're growing quickly. They have it in Miami. Someone might have said they're doing it in New York. I feel like it's like decadent healthy. I know, I got enough for 40 people. Hold on. Okay, so here is this eggplant dish. It's also over cabbage. They have a lot of different cabbage. It's roasted, and it has what seems like a tahini sauce, pine nuts. It's served cold, but like it's got the style of hot. Does that make any sense? Broccolini, cauliflower rice. This is super healthy.